gotta tell you, this isn't a joke, okay? Andrea's married.
Married? Who to?
Some bloke called Neil, the daughter's dad. Apparently they've been together for 20 years, since she was a kid herself. So
no, I don't even know his flipping shoe size. What do you mean, married?
As in, joint mortgage, matching slippers, ring on the finger, or in the pocket, in her case.
Was she moving in with Lloyd today? You're gonna have to tell him that he's shacking up with a married woman.
She has gone to fess up to her husband, right? And I've told her that whether she leaves him or not, she has to come clean to Lloyd, otherwise we will. Actually, no, you will.
He spent all morning with his feather duster for her.
Well, she's promised she's going to tell him the truth, so...
Oh, and you believe it, do you? I mean, she's been lying to us all for months. How do we even know she is who she says she is? In fact, we know she isn't.
I know that. Just don't know how she's got away with it for this long. Anyway, come on, there's nobody behind the bar. Come on.
How's Lloyd gonna deal with this? Our loyalties lie with him, not Andrea.
Yeah, well, it's him I'm thinking about, isn't it? I mean, if Andrea ends her marriage now and Lloyd forgives her, then he doesn't ever have to know that we knew. Lloyd.
Can I have a word? It's about Andrea.
Come on, the things you've said, the bracelet, the sacking of the solicitor. There's a reason why you sat that side of the table, Peter.
That's enough, Tracy.
In fact, if that's what you both think, why are you even here? You should get back to Amy.
Peter, sit down.
This visit's over. I'm finished here, mate. Mate, I need your help. Call it an emergency mission. 1 hour tops.
What kind of emergency?
Well, we're going to help her move in. I mean, she should have been here ages ago. You know what women are like. She's probably got much more stuff than she thought she had, and she's too proud to ask for help.
Everything all right, Lloyd?
It will be. I'm just borrowing your lesser half. 1 hour tops.
Oh, no, you can't, because we're really busy.
Is that any way to treat a heart attack survivor? I thought you were my friends. Come on. I'll even wipe the seat for you, if you insist. I have to pay Tim for the privilege of borrowing this.
Should have saved you money.
As long as it does the job, it doesn't matter what it looks like.
Maybe, you know, the fact that she doesn't want to help, maybe...
Maybe you should just respect her wishes.
So what, you'd rather move on your Jack Jones out of some kind of feminist pride?
Lloyd, have you even been to Andrew's house before?
What kind of question's that, of course?
Look, maybe the reason she's not here is because maybe she's changed her mind.
Well, that's what I thought, mate. That's exactly what I thought. I mean, I finally get the relationship that I've always wanted. I mean, call it some kind of survival instinct, yeah, but when she left the pub last night, my mind started working overtime. What if this is too quick for her? How do we know that it's right? I mean, I've been wrong about being right before.
Well, I'd trust your survival instinct.
Yeah, because, I mean, well, you know what they say, don't you? Well, when you know, you know.
Yeah, and, you know, you're asking all these questions that you definitely don't know.
Well, that's it, mate. I've talked to her, and she's on board 100%. We're doing this. She's the one. Now get in, before I shove you in.
Your girlfriend? Rachel? No way.
I reckon Iron Man's better than this, don't you, Si?
I'm out of here in 3 hours.
I said, I think that Iron Man's better than this, don't you?
Even if I have to charge you with spitting on the pavement outside.
Well, I think they're both as rubbish as each other, if you're asking me. Yeah, well, nothing's as rubbish as playing pretend soldiers in a pretend war on a screen the size of a stamp. Yes. No. Oh, I missed that one.
He's manipulated you like a puppeteer.
How'd it go?
Oh, total disaster. He's got skin like porridge. He's got bags under his eyes. I tried to give him some advice.
Like what?
Like how to get out of prison as soon as possible. Robbie flipped, and he basically flung us out.
Well, I hate to say it, but along with sacking his solicitor, that sounds like the behaviour of a guilty man.
Oh, just leave it out, will you? Seriously, after the day we've had, just look at my mum. I think it brought back bad memories.
I'm fine.
Listen, why don't I go and run you a bath, eh? And because there's nothing in them cupboards, we could go to the Rovers for our tea.
I couldn't face it, not with everybody whispering.
Well, we'll show them that we're not hiding away.
That is exactly what I want to do.
Come on. I'm really worried about her.
Yeah, but you're bearing up, eh? I mean, it takes more than this to break Tracy Barr, though. Trace?
I don't know. Peter's always been there for me when I've been the one that everybody hates. He's always stood by me. And what if he does get sent down? I'm going to be the one left propping everybody up. My mum, my dad, Amy, Simon. I mean, what happens if I'm not strong enough?
I'm right next to you, remember?
I don't know why you made us go through Oak Hill, kid. I told you it'd take us twice as long.
Wait!
We have wasted enough time.
Lloyd, wait!
Please. Wait.
Why couldn't you wait in the van?
What is wrong with you today? Oh, was, Andrea there?
Wrong house, mate.
What do you mean, wrong house? Like, number 22, yeah?
Yeah. Unless my dog's changed his name to Andrea, you got wrong house.
Get in the van.
What?
Now, come on. Look, Andrea's been lying to you. She's married, Lloyd. You've been an affair, a bit on the side. She's a lying, cheating, married cow, and I'm so sorry, mate. Say anything.
Hang on, mate. That must have been a bit of a laugh, eh? Driving right across town to an address that you knew wasn't his.
Oh, as if I knew that. I thought we were going to walk in at some kind of showdown. I'd be sleeves rolled up and everything ready to get stuck in. For the same reason I had to tell you the truth about, because I've got your back.
Or because from day one you've been trying to split us up.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
So is you trying to convince me that Andrew's leading some kind of double life. Do you know what, mate? Maybe I just wrote the address down wrong.
Told me you dropped her outside here before. Look, you're not the only one to believe her lies.
You know what, mate? Maybe they're just, like, married in name, you know, like flatmates or something.
So where is she, then? She rang you? She text? Look, you promised me. She shows up, you slam the door in her face.
Look, mate, you listen to him. I'm sorry, but I just need some space.
Well, miles away.
Well, you own a cab firm, don't you? Half for one.
All right, mate. You know where I am, yeah?
But you only won because you chose the game. Okay, well, next time you can choose the game, I will still kick your butt, and you will see that I'm undefeatable. There's even games my dad can't beat me on. Oh, great, that didn't last long, did it?
Oh, the daft. Listen, you got more out of him in the last half hour than his family have in days.
Yeah, well, little boys and mashed up heads are about the only people I seem to get on with, and vice versa.
That is not true. You get on with me, sometimes.
I'd have kept him till Leanne got back.
Oh, she said to drop him at his grand's. Oh, feel like you got a bit of competition there, Mads.
How dare you? I am shocked. I am disgusted. But most of all, I am done. I've packed your belongings. And I am trying very hard to stay calm about this. I would like you to leave my flat today.
But what for?
What for? What for? He asks. You know full well what for, Dennis Tanner. I shall spare you the humiliation of broadcasting the heinous details.
We've got strong stomachs.
Something so awful, so truly vile. Now, I can't even say out loud.
What on earth have you done?
You really want to know?
I think you've made your point.
Suffice to say, you have outstayed your welcome. Goodbye. I want that suitcase back by daybreak.
You know, she's prone to exaggeration. We clashed over the TV volume and the like.
Oh, dear Dennis. What are you going to do?
Well, at least you're used to sleeping on the street, and it is summer. Don't even think about it.
I don't think I can take much more.
One night.
Oh, thank you, Rita. Why, you're not drinking? You're not preggers, are you?
No, just don't fancy it.
Yeah, but we're supposed to be celebrating our new life. I mean, it's not the hard stuff. Low alcohol. That's all Jenna for you. Always thinking about it, Dad. Hey, she got us this. Amazing when you think about it, really. A few weeks ago, she couldn't stand you. Oh, I know what's happened. You remembered. I promised you bubbles. You're hanging on for the good stuff.
Lloyd.
Ta-da! Now we have a proper celebration. Glasses, glasses.
Lloyd, I need to talk to you.
What's so important that it could interrupt our toast? I mean, two people in love about to start a new life together.
Lloyd, please.
Look, spare us both the embarrassment. I already know. That, and you know, turning up to my fake girlfriend's fake house.
Lloyd.
So anyway, Miss Make-Believe, why don't I pull up myself a pew and you can tell me a fairy tale? Another one.
I'm so sorry.
How about once upon a time, there was this average guy with an average life who decided to punch above his weight with a girl he couldn't believe was into him. In fact, he couldn't even believe she was single. I mean, surely a girl that amazing would have been snapped up years ago. And then we get to the twist in our sorry little tale. Because it turns out she was.
Well, I don't know what you've been told, but it wasn't like that. Yes, I am married. And I've lied so much it's practically destroyed me. But I wasn't cheating. Not really. I don't love him. I haven't been in love with him for years.
And then we get to the moral of the story. You know, if you're so desperate that you want to believe something that's just too good to be true, then you deserve an unhappy ending.
It doesn't have to be like that. Look at this. It's my stuff. It's all I could carry. But it's more than I need, because I've got you. Lloyd, I left him. I should have done it years ago. I should have done it when I met you, before I met you. I made a terrible mistake. I did something terrible. But I chose you. I love you. So if you meant any of that stuff that you just said, then don't we deserve a happy ending?
I'm amazed a woman of your experience can be so stupid.
Stupid?
Oh, God, I wish Rob had come with us.
Mum, we are having a butty in our local. We don't need a bodyguard.
How are you, Deirdre?
It's lovely to see you up and about, considering.
Steve, we'll have a bottle of red wine, please. And what have you got to eat?
How is he then?
Thanks for asking, Steve. He's not good. I'm gonna...
Right. Mary, Norris, seeing that you're all here, it will save me having to put up a massive billboard by the bus stop. Peter is a Barlow, so me, my mum, my dad, and Amy, all of us will be standing by him. So if anybody's got anything to say, you can come and see me.
There's no need for that. We're just concerned about Deirdre, that's all.
Well, I would worry about your husband if I were you, you know. Dodgy Dennis. Thief, fraud, cheat, tramp. Yeah, really good catch.
I am sitting here, you know.
Tracy.
Auntie Emily, I'm sure that Peter would be at the top of your church prayer list this Sunday. But as for the rest of you, wind your flaming necks in.
Tracy.
You see, I'm not the only one that thinks you're a fool where he's concerned.
For the last time, keep your nose out of my business.
You know, you're right. It really is none of my business. Good luck.
What, you still expect me to stay with you? Is that how weak you think I am?
Fighting for something isn't weak. It's brave.
Don't talk to me about bravery, love. I mean, how long you been married? What, 20 years? According to you, what, 20 years of misery and yet you're still there?
It wasn't miserable.
What?
Life with Neil. It wasn't miserable. It was just okay. Fine, you know. It wasn't good, and it wasn't bad either. It was just okay. And I got so used to okay. I forgot how it feels to be happy. I became happy when I met you.
Yeah, whatever. So, like, you know, why stay?
Because he didn't come home drunk, and he didn't trash the house, and he didn't go out gambling. He was just a good man. And I didn't want to take his little girl away from him, and I certainly didn't want to break his heart.
Until now.
Until you! You and me, Lloyd, everything we have talked about. Our great life. If you believe in us, just enough to give me this one chance, I promise you that's what we're going to have.
You just don't get it, do you? You just don't get it. I mean, you were it. We were it. I mean, I promised myself, you know, that if it didn't work out with me and you, then I wasn't going to put myself through it all again.
And I'm saying you don't have to. Please.
You know, even if I did think about it, it's like, it's just so many questions. Is there anyone else?
No.
Before me?
No.
And you've definitely left him?
Yes.
It's just that, you know, Steve said this stuff like... It's all a lie. I mean... How could I ever believe you, even if I wanted to? Maybe I should have a word with him.
Who?
I mean, you know, he probably wants to kill me, like. I could tell him that, you know. I didn't know anything about him. Stop it coming across as like, just so sordid.
You can't, Lloyd. Please promise me you won't talk to Neil.
But you said you've told him you've moved out.
Well, I have, but I mean...
But I mean what? You still haven't told him about me, have you? You're still lying.
I've just ripped the man's family apart.
You didn't choose me. You hedged your bets. Knowing that if I binned you off, you still had hubby keeping your bed warm for you.
That is not what happened.
Well, don't let me stop you, love, all right? I mean, you probably want to get his dinner on. Cook him a nice meal, you know, say, sorry, what was I thinking of? I'm home now, where I belong. Well, go on!
Please don't do this.
Well, next tonight, dinner with the school governors might not be the quiet affair it promises to be when Doc Martin is invited, while on ITV2, Vince Vaughn and Kristen Bell star in Couples Retreat. And on ITV3 tonight, Brian Cox and Felicity Kendall discover how their own relatives escaped a tough system in Secrets from the Workhouse.